Competitive housing and mobile job growth, Idahoans are getting creative with their housing.
CBS 2's Kristen McPeak shows us a business that's catering to the demand for tiny homes.
Sawing and hammering away. These are signs of a busy warehouse in Emmett. Here, workers are building tiny homes on wheels.
It was an idea my husband had to build a better RV.
Tiny Idahomes has taken off since the business started in 2014.
All of our tiny homes are RVs. They are tiny house on wheels. What's the most popular term you hear out there?
They build different models for people all across the country.
I'm not sure if it's because of where the market is going with the price of the housing, or the tiny house movement is definitely getting more and more popular.
It's something even the city of Boise has taken notice of. They've been looking at housing affordability approaches to consider implementing, and this is just one of many options.
Folks love the idea that you can still pretty affordably buy a tiny house on wheels, right? They typically are something like $50,000 to $75,000, and that's fairly affordable for folks if only they had a place to park them, right? Which is kind of the idea behind the Tiny Home on Wheels program.
At Tiny Idahomes, models cost from $40,000 to $78,000. The average customer buys a 250 square foot home.
We see a lot of young kids wanting to get into a tiny house to not be tied per se to one spot and have the freedom of moving whenever they want to. We see military that is more convenient for them to be in tiny homes. And we also see people that want to downsize. A house is just too much for them.
And despite the growth, the business is facing its challenges.
We are having a hard time getting employees to stay and come and work with us, along with material and price increases.
Collinsworth says they've been so busy that they're backlogged to next May. But despite the wait, for some, a tiny home on wheels is worth it.
The encouraging part of being in a tiny house is having the freedom of being whatever you want to be and move whenever you want to move.
In Emmett, Kristen McPeak, CBS 2 News.
Tiny Idahomes creates custom models, and since they are classified as an RV, they also qualify for RV loans.